And welcome everyone to episode number 2 of Shotgun Saturday Afternoon, coming to you each and every Saturday afternoon here on youtube.com/the FTW podcast. What's this about? This show is a fast-paced, action-packed, question and answer filled conversation, kind of like what Quick Hits was supposed to be on the main show, but we actually follow the rules. Our guest is a friend of the show, YouTube content creator, huge wrestling fan, and you can find his videos at youtube.com/okfabe is back. He is Connor. Say hello, Connor.
Hello, Connor, and that joke never gets old.
Connor, I've got 5 questions for you. You have 5 answers, and hopefully we can get those in under 5 minutes. Are you ready?
Under 5 minutes? Oh, I'll try to keep my answers limited. I mean, I know I just don't keep shutting up, but let's do it.
Okay, question number 1. You actually were in the Impact Zone for a TNA event. First, were you the only one cheering? And second, if you were the only one cheering, how much did they pay you?
Not enough. No, actually, I wasn't the only one cheering. I mean, they actually did have some interesting things, though, because there were some people there that were plants right in the front. But no, they didn't pay me enough. And if they did, well, they might have gotten a little bit better reaction out of me.
Question number 2. Out of all the shows you watch and review, which show do you, on average, find yourself liking the most, or at least having the most fun reviewing?
I have the most fun reviewing SmackDown because even though Raw has great entertainment and Impact is pretty fun to watch in terms of in-ring ability, I think SmackDown has a little bit more comedy to it and a little bit lighter, I guess, storylines. And plus, it's easier for me to find the comedy in SmackDown versus the other 2 shows.
Question number 3. Many are saying that the Natalya farting storyline is disrespectful. However, Trish Stratus disagrees and suggests that you have to work with what you're given. She got over barking like a dog. Molly Holly got over with the junk in the trunk gimmick. So who do you agree with?
I have to agree with Trish. The true testament of a great wrestler is being able to work with anything that's given to you. Look at Brodus Clay and look at Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes was given polka dots, and he still made it work. And look at Funkasaurus. He turned into a completely 180 gimmick that I think, from what I've heard, Vince McMahon thought was going to be a horrible gimmick, but people love him more than ever because he's into it. If you take a hold of your gimmick, you can run the ball with it and go as far as you want it to go.
Question number 4. Who would you pick to retire Sting? Hulk Hogan or Jeff Hardy?
I'd have to go with Hardy purely on the reason of we've seen Hogan and Sting rehashed way too many times. And if you're going to retire someone, at least make it beneficial for the person who's retiring you. Taker's an exception in my opinion, but at least Hardy would at least have some sort of momentum coming out of it rather than Hogan, who's pretty much at the very end of his career.
And the final question, who legitimately drinks more, ODB or Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Ooh, good one. I would probably have to say Stone Cold. I've seen Stone Cold guzzle down a 12, 18 pack, but ODB just has that tiny little flask. But man, that would be an interesting little drinking game. So I think I'll definitely stick with Stone Cold on that one.
All right, well, if you'd like to send questions for the show, you can do so by calling 313-444-3894 and leaving us a voicemail. You can also record your voice and email it to questions@ftwpodcast.com. Any audio file format will do. Just try and keep it under 30 seconds. We also accept regular text-based emails. This has been a special presentation of FTW Podcast exclusively here on youtube.com/the FTW Podcast.